equation. Jesuit High School and almost 2 centuries of educating young men there, and of course an awfully good tradition in football, much like Holy Cross over the years. And the gentleman who's now running the football program at Jesuit is no stranger to Jesuit. He's in his first year, but in his second stint at Jesuit. Not too many people get to play it again. He has. He assumed the role this past summer, originally serving as an assistant at Jesuit in 1990 and 1991 before serving as head coach from 92 through 96. Got them to the semifinals during that period of time. Also served previously as the head coach at Brother Martin, his alma mater. And of course, as mentioned, it's Holy Cross and Jesuit this coming Friday night at 7 at Tag Gormley Stadium. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to Coach Mark Songy of the Jesuit Louisiana.
I have to write everything down. Eric remembers everything. He's younger. I've got to write everything down before I forget it. Thank you all very much. I'd like to thank the Great American Rivalry series that's going to be broadcasting and helping with the game this week. It's a real big deal for the 95th, I believe it's the 95th year of the rivalry. Also like to thank Mr. Ashton Ryan from FNBC and the FCA, of course. They're sponsoring us as well. Dr. Benny Jones. Just to kind of recap where we are right now, we're 4-1 also, just like Holy Cross is. We lost the first week against Ponchatoula, 24-21. They're a really fine football team. We made enough mistakes that night, I think, for the entire year. So with the way we've been playing the last month, we got a little bit out of that out of our system. Next 3 games, Eric, you might have to be helping me with this too, because I'm kind of forgetting a little bit here. Went to St. Paul's the next week and came out on the winning side, 49-22 over there, and hosted Central at Baton Rouge the week after that, week 3, and won that 35-6, and then played East Jefferson this week and ended up beating those guys 40-14. So we've been playing some good football for the last month. I was just telling Eric a minute ago, we haven't played 4 quarters in the last month though, and that's a little bit of a concern to us, I think, right now, going into to play a fine team like Holy Cross. They're a very good football team. Offensive weapons that you guys were asking questions about, I can tell you they're very real. The receiver, the quarterback's really coming around too. And, the running back, of course, is a stout player. And as always, under Eric's guidance, they're really good on defense. We're playing some good football right now. A couple of players I'd like to mention. On our side, quarterback Trey LaForge. I brought some stats along just in case you guys were interested. He's completed 73 out of 113 for over 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. He's got a couple of really nice targets that I inherited, believe me. I'll talk about that in a second. But Elijah Lipscomb is a junior wide receiver we have. Has received 28 times for 463 yards and 7 touchdowns, and we've got a nice looking tight end by the name of Foster Morrow, who's had 17 receptions for 238 yards and 6 touchdowns. So we've got some targets out there that we're really blessed to have that are going to have to play really well this weekend against Holy Cross. 2 running backs we use, Chris Mills and Charles Jackson. We really don't care which one of them's in there. In fact, they are just about split in time right down the middle. One's got 363 yards, the other's about 327, 3 touchdowns for one, 2 for the other. So we have a nice rotation going on there. I think we're playing pretty well on defense too right now. Been a great group of kids. You know, I inherited a really good coaching staff, a really fine group of seniors, and it's been my experience in the past that you don't go very far without a great senior class. You can have some talent, that's great. But if you don't have a really tough senior class, I think your time is limited, and I think we're blessed with that. You know, I inherited a great program. You all know the story. I was hired in actually early July, and this opportunity, which I'm very grateful for, fell into my lap. And you know, most people don't get one opportunity in a lifetime to coach at Jesuit, and I've gotten 2. So anyway, it's a good thing. I was going to make a joke about somebody over there being crazy for hiring me twice because I wouldn't have hired me once, but I appreciate the opportunity. Our administration is very, very cooperative. We're really excited about this week. We've got to eliminate the distractions of the week. I think if we're going to play our best ball, but the competition certainly is there. The whole, I guess, atmosphere of the rivalry is something else. Something I really look forward to, our kids look forward to as well. So we're looking forward to it. Holy Cross is a very fine football team. As I mentioned before about the talented players that they have, and, you know, you can count on them to show up. They're going to play really hard. They hustle to the football on defense, and they don't make mistakes. They don't make the kind of mistakes that we've seen the last couple of weeks where it's really hurt the other football teams. So we're going to have to earn everything we get this week. That being said, looking forward to the rivalry. Thank you guys very much for having us today. And I guess any questions?
Did you learn anything in the business world that you transferred to coaching high school kids?
Yeah, that I didn't want to go back to it. I joke, you know, in the last 10 years being in the business world, I don't think I've worked an honest day in the last 10 years. It's just compared to what we do now and the effect we have on people and the hours, which I'm not complaining about. I love the hours, I love the job itself, but man, that business world, you can have that. That's not a whole lot of fun, and money's nice and all, but you know, the reward that you get from working with people is just, it's not there like it is in working with high school football players who just give you as much back as you give them. There's Skylar Monin over here, so he knows it's a great thing. It really is. Really enjoying it. Yes, sir.
Coach, how are you different as a coach, having been away, often not away from it completely, obviously, but being off the sideline for them?
I get asked that question all the time. I never have a good answer for it, Tom. I'm much more mature. You know, spending 10 years out of the business, got to enjoy my kids growing up a little bit there, and that's something I wouldn't trade for anything. I think I'm probably a little bit more patient with things and tend to overlook some of the smaller things that aren't that big a deal that 10 years ago would have bothered me to death. But I guess I'm a little more mature. I've got a great staff, and I'll kind of let them get fired up from time to time. And, I guess I don't get bothered by all the little things as much anymore. Acting like I'm 80 years old and I've been retired for 20 years, but I am older than most of my staff. I guess wiser. I don't know. You'd have to ask them. I don't think so. Yes, sir.
Any real injuries going into this weekend?
We're healthy, knock on, this is metal, but knock on wood. No, we're very healthy, and I'm very happy about that. Some nicks and, some pains that come with football, but nothing, haven't lost anything. We lost our punter a few weeks ago with a broken ankle. This was right about a month ago, and he's a senior. You hate to see that. But we've been relatively healthy with the core of our football team, and where we're not 100%, I think we're playing through that right now. So I think that's odd for this time of year.
Anyone else?
How many years is the rivalry?
95.
Okay.
This is the 95th. Yes, sir. Anyway, thank you very much for having me, and I hope you make out.